Hello, children. How are you all? Welcome once again to history video session. Meeting you after a long, long time. How are you all? Hope you are all fine. Again, a wave of corona is there, so stay at home, stay safe. Now, we will be discussing 13th lesson of history, that is fulfillment of struggle for independence. All the last lessons are based on struggle for independence only, as we discussed 11th lesson struggle for equality and 12th lesson India gains independence. Now fulfillment of struggle for independence means after independence also there was a struggle, as we said that some princely states were not ready to merge with us, were not ready either to merge with Pakistan or to merge with India. They were in need of their own independence. So this created a problem for us. So let's see how our Iron Man Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel solved this issue. So in this lesson we will be discussing that only, children. Fulfillment of struggle for independence, lesson number 13. I'm stressing the name of the lesson so that you must be knowing which lesson is going on, and you must be means what you must be remembering that always. So only I am paying stress on lessons, so you too should read the name of the lesson before reading. And I hope all of you are reading the lesson from the textbook as I have guided you. But I don't know whether you are doing it or not, because due to COVID we are lacking the interaction. And I think my children are very good, and they'll be doing their part of job very well. I love you all, my dear ones. And once again, be punctual, be sincere in your studies, because this is the testing time. This is the time when you are tested that what you are, and how you will be coming up in your future times. So you have to pass this hard test, children. Okay. India became independent, but the struggle for independence was not yet over. What I told, India became independent although in 1947, but struggle was not over. There were many princely states in India. These princely states had the right to either merge with India, according to Mountbatten. He gave us like that. The princely state had the right to either merge with India or remain independent. Therefore, the Congress dream of undivided India remained incomplete. Due to independent princely states, India was going to be fragmented into many parts. The Portuguese and French powers who had came after the British government had not withdrawn their controls over some parts of India, especially in princely states like Mahe, Karikal, all this Goa, Diu Daman, and their possession was there still, and India was not ready to get fragmented. So the Portuguese and French powers had not withdrawn their control over some parts of India, but the country solved these problems very firmly. Always, whenever the problem is coming, one or the other Iron Man is there to solve our problems. Thank God, India has many better sons to take care of the motherland. So, this chapter will deal with the information on it. Now, integration of princely states in India. Integration means join होना, princely state merge होना India में. There were more than 600 small and big princely states in India. Due to the influence of non-cooperation movement, there was beginning of political awakening among the princely states. This line you have to underline, children. There were more than 600 small and big princely states. So, due to the non-cooperation movement, there was a political awakening among these princely states. Prajamandals came to be formed in the princely states. Prajamandal means people's organization that worked for the interest of the people in the princely states and for securing political rights for them. they were not at all ready to merge with us. So in 1927, such Prajamandals came together and formed an All India State People's Conference. Due to it, the movement in princely states got an impetus. All India State People Conference was formed, means due to this impetus म्हणजे उनको बढ़ावा मिला, they were encouraged, and their decision became more firm of not joining the Indian government. India had already formed democracy and Jawaharlal Nehru was our first prime minister. Well, but these people were not ready to join with the government. So as it is the formation of this All India States People Conference gave an impetus to princely state. After the independence of India, the then Home Minister Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel very diplomatically found out the way of merging the princely states in India. Please underline that after the independence, our Iron Man became the Home Minister, and he very diplomatically found out the way of merging the princely state. He took the rulers of the princely state into confidence and prepared an instrument of accession acceptable to all. Sardar Patel convinced the princely rulers the benefit of merging into India. Means he took one instrument म्हणजे उनसे लिखवा के लिया instrument of accession. Accession means acceptable to all. So he took one meeting of theirs and he explained to them the benefits of merging into India. The rulers gave a good response to his appeal. All the princely states merged into India except the states of Junagadh, Hyderabad, and Kashmir. See, there were 600. Out of them, only 3 refused to accept his instrument of accession. They were, you have to underline this also, Junagadh, Hyderabad, and Kashmir. Sardar Patel took a firm stand and solved the issue of merger of princely states. Now let us see how he convinced Junagadh also. Merging of Junagadh. Junagadh was a princely state in Saurashtra. The people there wanted to be merged with India, but the Nawab of Junagadh was thinking of joining Pakistan. The people strongly opposed his decision and the Nawab left for Pakistan. Later in February 1948, Junagadh got merged into India. See the condition. The people were willing, but that Nawab was willing to join Pakistan, so he was not ready to accept the instrument of accession. The people strongly opposed his decision and Nawab left for Pakistan. So later they got merged in February 1948. So it's okay. Now second was Hyderabad Mukti Sangram. Hyderabad was the largest princely state in India. It included Telugu, Kannada and Marathi speaking regions. There was the autocratic means self-rule. Autocratic means self-rule. There was the autocratic rule of Nizam over these provinces. Means this in Junagadh, this Nawab and this Hyderabad Nizam, they were headache to us. Okay, but our Iron Man never gave his way. He was always thinking positively. There was absence of civil and political rights. To secure these rights, the people formed organizations such as Andhra Parishad in the Telangana region, Maharashtra Parishad in the Marathwada region, and Karnataka Parishad in the Karnataka region. So it was such a big state. See, Hyderabad consisted of Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, and Karnataka. Understand? Because Andhra Parishad means Andhra Pradesh, Telangana means Tamil Nadu, and this Karnataka and Maharashtra Parishad also. So it was such a huge princely state. So now in 1938, Swami Ramanand Tirth formed the Hyderabad State Congress. Nizam banned this organization. A struggle began for getting recognition to Hyderabad State Congress and democratic rights. This struggle was led by militant fighter Swami Ramanand Tirth. He was assisted by Narayan Reddy and Sirajul Hussain Tirmidji. P.V. Narasimha Rao and Govind Bhai Shroff were the faithful followers of Swamiji. In July 1947, Hyderabad State Congress passed a resolution for merger of Hyderabad State into India. The Nizam, however, took an anti-India stand. He started making movements for merging Hyderabad State with Pakistan. To reject the demand of people of Hyderabad to be merged with India, Qasim Rizvi, an associate of Nizam, formed an organization known as Razakar. Qasim Rizvi and his associates not only oppressed the Hindus but also Muslims who supported the democratic movement. Oppressed म्हणजे उनको दबाना, उनको टॉर्चर करना, जबरदस्ती उनका सपोर्ट लेना. Due to it, there was inflammation of public opinion. The government of India tried to negotiate patiently with the Nizam, but he refused to respond. At last, Indian government started the police action against Nizam on 13 September 1948. It was symbolically named as Operation Polo. Finally, Nizam surrendered on 17 September 1948 and state of Hyderabad was merged with India. See, in 1948, Junagadh was also merged. Within 1 year, what a man, such a man. So, no man was born like him, I think so. Hats off to him. In 1 year, he struggled and made the whole princely state come under one roof. Oh, such a man. The struggle of people in the princely state became successful. There was a significant contribution of Arya Samaj in this movement. Oh, so we must be thankful to the. Oh, do you know who was the founder? Do you remember? Founder of Arya Samaj was Dayanand Saraswati. Okay, we are moving to next page. We have already moved. Sorry, children. Now we are moving to page number 60. So now contribution of Marathwada in the struggle of for liberation of Hyderabad. Now contribution of Marathwada means how much Marathwada contributed in the struggle for liberation of Hyderabad. In this struggle, Swami Ramanand Tirth, Govind Bhai Shroff, Anant Bhalerao, Ashatai Wagmare made a valuable contribution. So we must be grateful to them. Through the movement of Vande Mataram, students participated in the struggle for liberation of Hyderabad. Similarly, in this struggle, Ved Prakash Shamlal, Govind Pansare, Bahirji Shinde, Sridhar Vartak, Janardhan Mama, Shoaib Ullah Khan embraced martyrdom. Oh, they embraced martyrdom means they were killed. Their sacrifice proved to be inspirational to the Indian. After the independence also, martyrdom means what to say and how to pay homage to these people. We are never worthless. We are worthless to pay homage. We never can be dream of becoming like them. Oh, so great people. India is a land of great people, isn't it? Don't you feel proud to be Indian sometimes when we hear all these things? We really feel that what a nation and what a people and what we are. We are not even 1% of them paying homage and sacrifice for the country. After independence, also, this was going on. Means what to say and no words to explain. Okay, their sacrifice proved to be inspirational to the Indians. Thus, we can understand that the leaders and the people in Marathwada had the lion's shares in the struggle for liberalization of Hyderabad. Means from all walks of life, people were there. So, Marathwada had a lion's share, so to say, in the struggle of liber. You might be asked question, describe how Marathwada had a share. So, you have to write all this and I really feel uh, what to say. We must pay homage, yeah, really. This is a great sacrifice. 17 September is celebrated as Marathwada Mukti Din in Marathwada to commemorate the struggle for liberalization of Hyderabad. Marathwada was not included in Free India on 15th August 1947. After the inspiring struggle of the people, this region was included in the independent India in 1948. Now, lastly, the problems of Kashmir. Kashmir was a problem then also and now also. Kashmir has been our head, and they don't want our head to be there. They are behind that. Now, at least due to the influence of the government, they are keeping quite no news of such terrorist attack and all. But thank God it should be like this only. Every day should be a lesson for them. Those who are troubling us and those who are refusing to give us our part, they should be punished. So now, problems of Kashmir. Hari Singh, the ruler of state of Kashmir, has decided to remain independent. See this Hari Singh. Now this Hari Singh. Before in Junagadh it was Nawab, in Hyderabad it was Nizam, and the problem of Kashmir was with Hari Singh. Pakistan had intended to secure the merger of Kashmir with Pakistan. Due to this, Pakistan started putting pressure on Hari Singh. At the instigation of Pakistan, armed intruders attacked Kashmir in October 1947. What a bad intention! We got independence in 1947 August, and they started attacking in October. See this stupid Pakistan. What the hell is this? At that time, Hari Singh signed the instrument of accession with India. In this manner, after merging into India, Indian army was sent for the defense of Kashmir. The army won back a major portion of Kashmir from the possession of intruders, but some part of it remained in the possession of Pakistan. At this time, they almost went inside Pakistan, and most of the Pakistan was with us. But these our political leaders, they called the soldiers back. I very well know this incident. I remember. I was not there, but I had read. Actually, no. They had captured most part of the Pakistan, but our leaders, they called the, what to say, soldiers back. Uh, this was actually an insult for them actually. But what to do with these political leaders? Every time they play a game, nobody will be knowing what game they are playing. Okay, let us not discuss more about it. Okay, now understood the problem of Kashmir, how the Hari Singh got a lesson, because in October 1947 Pakistan attacked Kashmir. So Hari Singh had no other go but to sign the instrument of accession with India. While giving also Mountbatten, there was no need to say all this, that princely states may merger, may not merger. All that was not required. But they purposely did, they divided us, and they felt sorry for not able to rule us. So that was there. So we will continue in our next video. Problem of Kashmir, merger of French colonies, struggle for liberalization of Goa, and question and answer. Problem of Kashmir is over. Now, next topic will be merger of French colonies. Till then, children, have a good day.